I have always been an ambitious person who really wanted to succeed in life. I loved the idea of hustle. I loved the idea of actually outworking everyone. But at the same time, I was not at all patient. And I started researching, learning about the successful people's lives. I learned about their habits. I learned about how to be more productive. I learned about how to be more successful, more focused, more present. And I really wanted to implement those habits into my daily life. But because of the fact that I was ambitious, but at the same time not patient at all, the cycle was something like this. One day I would be extremely productive. I would wake up early, I would exercise, I would meditate, I would read, I would study for my school, I would get a YouTube video done, I would do everything that would actually make me a successful person. And because of the fact that I got actually more things than I could chew, I would burn out after a few days, maybe after a week. You would see me extremely productive, hustling, grinding it out for a few days, but the following a few days would be absolutely terrible. I would be lying on the couch and watching 12 episodes of How I Met Your Mother. And this is actually what happens to everyone. There are a lot of people who really want to be successful in life. They really learn about personal development, they learn about the successful people's lives, they learn about productivity, and they actually take action. They take actually massive action. However, everybody takes actually more than they can chew in a day, and after a few days, if you are good at it, you're gonna last a week, and after that week, you're gonna feel very bad. You're gonna burn out, and you're not gonna be able to do something even productive. That's why you're going to see a lot of people who are going to be hustling, who are going to be outworking everyone for a few days, but after that, you're not gonna see anything of them. But here's the question. Why cannot we be actually consistent in what we do? Why cannot we actually make progress and get ahead out of everyone while they are actually seeming to get ahead of us? Well, there's one thing I learned that literally transformed my life and my personal development journey. From not being a guy who is never consistent at all to a guy who is able to basically study/work 12 hours a day, generally from 5 a.m. all the way to 5 p.m. every single day, consistently, 6 days a week. That trick, that thing is called non-negotiables. So what are non-negotiables? Non-negotiables are basically the things that you are going to do no matter what happens. If you are an athlete, then working out is probably a non-negotiable for you because it is what you are actually identified yourself with. You identified yourself with working out. If you are a student, then studying should be a non-negotiable for you because it is what you do. But let me tell you how this non-negotiables concept is going to help us out when it comes to being more productive and more successful in our lives. So instead of being productive for a few days and not being productive at all in the following 3 days, think like this. Find something that you absolutely have to take into your life, a habit that you absolutely want to build in your life, and make it a non-negotiable. Do that habit for 28 days, for 16 days, for 21 days, without failing one day. And after you actually build that habit, add another non-negotiable one and do that for a few weeks. After you build those two non-negotiables in your life, then add another one. And with this way, maybe you're not going to be able to make insane progress in 1 week, but when you look at a huge amount of time, like a year, you're going to be so much further ahead than if you're trying everything that you can possibly do. I personally decided as my first non-negotiable waking up early at 5 a.m. and going to bed early like 9 p.m. And this was back a few, like 6-7 months then. And after being able to do that for a few weeks without failing one time, I added my next habit, which was doing 2 hours of hyper-focused deep work right after I wake up. And after I actually got them to stick, I added cold showers, and with this way, I made a ton of progress. And right now, I'm able to study/work from 5 a.m. all the way to 5 p.m. without actually getting distracted. Let me tell you something. I have been using this strategy for around 6 to 7 months right now, and I have to tell you, as a person who is not at all patient, it is working very, very well. Because when you are trying to build 10 habits at the same time, maybe not 10, but maybe you are trying to build a few habits at the same time, your brain is not going to be able to set them up every single day, so you're probably going to fail. So take things slow. This was a very, very quick video, but I really want to leave you with one thought, and that thought is this. Don't ruin your long-term growth for the sake of trying to change your life in one day, because success is a long-term game. It's not gonna happen overnight, and it's just going to happen for the people who are willing to do whatever it takes. Thank you so much for watching. It's Ahmet Kaan here, and I will see you in the next video.